Hello everyone. I hope I'm audible to all of you. Loud and clear. And all of you can see my screen as well. Yes. Response is something I lack, right? I really lack from this batch. Otherwise, it's a great batch. Yes. So it's good that you should be active and promptly responding. Okay. Great. So shall we start? So what did you do in the last class? Quickly, what topic did we cover? Quickly. Data frame was the last topic we covered, right? Before that, vector, factor, very good. Matrix, we did matrix also. Yes, we did matrix also. And we have to do apply, right? We have to do apply. I told you that we'll cover apply today, right? Apply, family of applies, right? We'll do apply function today. Then we will, now as we proceed, things are becoming more uh, serious, and I would say more, we are moving towards things that you will be using it day in, day out, right? So today, I'm going to start with apply, then we will cover logical operators and functions. That will not take much time, and again, logical operators and functions are not much used in data science, but yeah, you should know that such thing is there. You never know when you might need it, right? Then, after we are done with logical operators and functions, we will move on to one of the most important topic till today, that is importing data from external sources. See, when you deal with big data, do you think you are going to create a big data? Just like yesterday we created some country DF. Do you think this is possible that we are going to create a big data like this? No, right? We will not create big data, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to import, right? And that is what we are going to learn today, importing data. And if things are, I mean, if we move according to time and as per my expectation, we will also start with data munging and data analysis, right? So let's get started without further wasting any more time. Let's get started with. So all of you got these files? I've already shared these files. All of you got these files in the community forum? Yes? Okay, great. Okay, so let's start with apply functions quickly. We are done matrix. Yes, we are done matrix. All of you remember that? Kamalpreet, it is shared in the community forum. I mentioned that. I don't have to send it. The link is already, you already have the link to the community forum. There's the link. Thanks, Chetan. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so apply. We had done this. Yeah, there is. We are done till letters. Remember, we are done till letters. All of you remember this? Can we also import Python script in this? Yes, you can integrate R with Python. Okay, but to what extent it can be done, and I have not done it personally, but yes, there is a possibility. maybe how you do it and how to integrate it, we'll have to look in on the web, right? Okay, so we have done letters and we have done transpose, dot multiplication as well, right? A, this is called dot multiplication, right? Yeah, dot product. Sorry, dot multiplication thing, dot product, right? We have done this. Now coming to apply functions. Now apply is a family of functions used for matrices, not just matrices. It is used for arrays, lists, data frames as well, right? In a repetitive way, it is used for all of them to manipulate, slice, and dice the data which is there in these data structures. Okay. The family comprises of apply, L apply, S apply, V apply, M apply, R apply, T apply. We are not going to do all these, right? What we are going to do is only apply, and I think that's it. L apply is list, applying on the list, right? And then S apply we can do, right? So, but they are more or less same, right? We'll do L apply, but we'll have to create a list. How many of you tried uh, to do list? I told you to do list and array. How many of you did list? Type L in the chat window. L for list. If you have done list, not done? Okay, fine. Then we will skip these. Once you do list, I will take it up, but it is very easy. It's very similar to what we do in apply. Okay, it's just a simple copy of it. Okay, so you can also manage it on your own. Okay, so we'll do applied only, and then we can do S apply. Yes, S apply also applies on list. So I think simplified format of list. So we'll do apply only. Rest everything is majorly on list, and since list, when we create list, I mean in data science we are not using list much, so we'll just skip these, right? L apply and all, right? So let's start with apply. I already said apply family of functions can be performed on matrix as well as some other arrays, list, as well as on data frames. A function to margin, okay, we'll see this. If applied on data frames, it first converts data frame to matrix and then apply the function. This is just a process, you can say, that happens at the back end. Manipulate slices of data from all these, right? So we'll see straight away. Let's dive into apply. The syntax of apply is apply, you mention the data, then you mention the margin and the function. Now what is margin? We'll see, right? X uh, is an array on which you want to apply array or data frame, right? Margin is a variable defining how the function is applied. If there are two options you can put for margin, or you can just mention against margin. Either margin is equal to 1, it applies over rows. When you say margin equal to 1, it applies on rows. Margin equal to 2, it works with columns. Okay? Is this clear? When you want to apply these functions on rows, you'll say margin equal to 1. When you want to apply these functions on columns, you'll say margin equal to 2. Okay? And if you want to apply on both, you'll say margin equal to C12. Okay? Clear? Now, next, last argument in this apply is function. Function is the function that you want to apply on the data. For example, mean, sum, median, all these are functions, right? So let's do this. I want you to MX. Okay, MX not found. I want you to create this matrix called MX. This one. I'll share this with all of you because there is a discontinuity. I've already shared this. Please create this function MX. Oh, sorry, matrix MX. Let me ask you a question. How many rows and columns MX has? It's a 4 by 4 matrix, right? 5 by 4, sorry, 5 by 4, right? It's a 5 rows, 4 columns, okay? Now, let's apply sum. I'm going to use apply and add and create a sum on the columns, okay? So, line number 175, apply. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 to 5, it's 15. Total is 15. 6 to 10, total is 40. 11 to 15, total is 65. And then 16 to 20, total is 90. All of you got the same? All of you got this? Can you try this for rows as well? Okay. Let's try it for I don't know why it's not working. It should give a total. I'll have to check why it's not. It should be 1 comma 2 and some. Let me check this, right? Okay, I'll just check this. If you want total of both, how do you get that, right? Okay, now you need not mention margin. So if you exclude margin, then also you get the same thing, right? Average, simply replace sum by mean. Cumulative sum, try this, cumulative sum, sum. It's going to calculate the cumulative sum. Okay, here also it is calculating the cumulative sum. No. No, no, it's not calculating cumulative sum. I'll just check what cumulative sum. Where did we define the object MX? Ranjit, I shared it with all of you also in the chat window and I'm sharing it again. Okay. Did you get it, Ranjit? Similarly, just like cumulative sum, try cumulative product. and median. And once you're done till line number 193, just type 193 in the chat window. Once you're done till line number 193, type 193 in the chat window. Okay, great. So all of you got idea about apply? So now let's proceed to next logical operators and conditional statements. Okay, logical operators. How does logical operators apply? They apply either with a and or with or, right? When you apply a and operator, these are the rules that you will, these are the rules that will follow. True and true will be true. True and false will be false. False and true will be false, and false and false will be false. So basically you have to remember only true and true will be true, rest everything will be false. Okay? So let's apply and logical operator. I want you to create a variable x, line number 12, and then check, then check its uh, conditions in line number 14. And see what answer you will get. See, x is 12, let me explain it, right? X is 12. The conditions that I'm testing is x greater than 5? What will be the answer? Is x greater than 5? True. Is x less than 15? Again true. So true and true will make it true, right? True. So if you run this completely, you'll get a true. Got it? Try line number 16 and 18. Try line number 16 and then 18. False. Very good. So that is AND operator, right? Let's see OR operator. OR operator is written with a pipe. It is true if at least one of them is true. So these are the rules for OR operator. Let me share these rules also. Though I think you have this document, right? So you need not, I need not share it, right? Okay, true or true will be true. True or false will be true. False or true will be true. Only false and false is going to be false. Remember this. So there, true and true will be true. Here, false and false or false will be false. Okay. So try line number 30 to 34 and see what answer are you getting. If y is 4, and I mention y less than 5 or y greater than 15. Answer would be true, right? If y is 14 and I mention y less than 5, which is false, y greater than 15, again it's false. So it false and false will be false or false will be false. Got it, all of you? Okay. Now similarly, negation. All of you know this is a negate function, not function. Exclamation is a not, means not. It negates the logical value it is used with. So not true, what will it be? False. Not false, true. Try doing this. Then let's assign a value to x, which is 17. And then I say not x less than 5, which is false, and I do a not of it, it will become true. If I apply not on a vector which has logical operators, I can do this, do it this way. Okay. Similarly, applying not on numbers. Now this is interesting. Once you're done till 46, type 46 in the chat window. I will explain line number 48. Okay. Now, see, all of us know that the value of true is 1, right? And false is taken as 0, right? But for logical operators, when you are applying logical operators like not and all, right? 0 is considered as false, right? We know this. If I have 0, it will be treated as false. Any non-zero value is taken as true. Only for logical operators. Any non-zero value, it's going to take it as true. Got it? So, and when I say non-zero, even negative, I mean negative also. That is why I've taken this example, line number 48. 4 will be taken as true, minus 1 will also be taken as true. Only 0 will be false. Okay? So when I negate it, notice what do I get? Is this clear? Okay. Then try line number 53, 54, 56 and 58. Ranjit, what different results are you getting? False, false, true. That's the same result I got. False, false, true. Okay. Non, but it's Gaurav, it's a negation, na? There is a not also. Okay, that's why it's reversing. Okay, once you're done till 58, type 58 in the chat window. I'll wait for some more confirmations on 58. Line number 58. Okay. Now we have seen single and single OR. In logical operators, you also have double and double OR, right? The main difference between single and double is majorly for vectors, right? So double and is only applied to vectors, right? And the only difference is that when you apply and or, it applies to all the elements of vectors, right? Like we have seen here, right? When I apply and or, it will apply to all the elements of vectors. But double and double or examines only the first element of the operands. Means it's going to only check the first element of the two vectors and give you the answer. Is that clear? Let's see it. It will be interesting to see and you will get to know easily. So line number 70. I want you to type or write line number 70. So when you do line number 70, I am applying only a single AND, right? So what will happen? It will get applied to all the elements of vector. See, true and true, true. False and false, false. True and false, false. Okay, and is applied to all the elements. When you apply double AND, it will leave everything and give you an answer only for the first element of the vector. That's it. So double AND when you apply, it will become true and true, which will be true and true will be true. Okay. Can you try it for OR as well? Now for OR, again it's going to single OR will apply to all elements. Rules remain same. Double OR, when you put a double pipe, means double OR, it will apply only to first element. Is this clear? Once you're done till 77, type 77 in the chat window. Okay, I'll just get my bottle, right? In the meantime, complete it. Yeah, getting warning is fine, not an issue. Keep the warning. I mean, warning is fine. Pipe is the key above the enter key. Is it done? Line number 77, is it done? Okay. Assignment operator is very simple. You have already done this assignment operator, right? You can use it with a double arrow or a equal to. I've already discussed this. So also you can use a right side assignment operator, which is very least used. So I mean it's fine. You can leave this as well, right? Just stick with this. This is the operator that is used the most in our community. Okay, so we can leave this. Next, conditional statements. Conditional statements are statements like if else, right? So we are going to see how do we apply conditional statements. Again, conditional statements is something not used in data analytics, but still we will quickly do it. We will not spend much time on this, right? If else, we'll see if else, then we'll see while, we'll see nested loops as well, right? We'll quickly see this and then we'll move on to importing the data sets. Okay. If else, any difference in using no difference, Alok, that's what I said. No difference. You could use it either a single arrow or a double arrow or a equal to or even the operators with a different direction, right? They all mean the same. Only that they are called left assignment, these are called right assignment. That's it. No difference otherwise. Okay? Okay. Conditional statements. If else. Now, if else is a condition, if else is a state conditional statement wherein we test the condition and then accordingly we select the output. Okay? Is this called R formula or R coding? What? What do we call these? What do you mean by these? Whatever we are, these are our codes. Syntax or formulas, not formulas. These are not formulas we are doing. Okay? Okay. So, what does if else do? Based on the condition, it selects the output that is to be uh, given. Okay? So, let's assign a value of 5 to B, line number 109. Let's assign this value. Then we'll see how we write if else condition. Make sure you run that also. Line number 109. Don't just write it, run it also. And get into the habit of checking the variable in the global environment. It will help you in the long run and you will not waste time. Idris says, is there need for indentation or we can, no need, but indentation is always better. Otherwise, you can write it in a single line, but indentation is always better. It's easy to read. Okay? Okay. Now, once you have assigned a value 5 to B, if, now first understand this, line number 111 to 113, I'm saying if B is greater than 10, notice the condition I am going to test, I will put it in curved brackets. Can you see? If B is greater than 10, then the outputs that I'm expecting, we put it in curly braces. If B is greater than 10, print more, else print less. Is this clear? Is this clear? How do you write a conditional statement? Can you write it and let me know once you're done till 113? Also run it and see what the output comes out to be. 118. Pungodi, you have done till 118. Very good. All of you can do till 118 and 19 also. It's same. Just a second example I have taken. Do till 119. Once you're done, type 119 in the chat window. Okay. Yes, Ranjit, what's the issue? Is it necessary to change line after else? Yeah, that's what I said. That's called indentation. Okay, Amatullah. That's called indentation. And I said, no, not necessary, but it is advisable to do that. Okay? It's easy to read that ways. Okay? Amatullah, is that clear? Okay, those who have done till 119, there is a better way of writing if and else. That is, Ranjit, what's your query? If type like this is, it gives error. Sir, if type like this, it gives error. Why is it giving error? What is the error you're getting? What is the error you're getting? Tell me the error. I know what error you'll be getting. What is the error you're getting? Tell me. B not found? That is the only error you'll get. Unexpected else. Unexpected else in else. Okay. Put else in extension. Yeah, put else in extension to the first. Then it should not happen that way. Okay, fine. Okay. Now, if else can be written it together and it's much easier to write. Line number 123. See, line 1, 2, 3. It's much easier to write. So, if else can be written it this way as well. Okay. Okay, once you're done till line 1, 2, 3, if else can also be the same, you can get a same result of that of if else by using the words, using the syntax switch, using the command switch. Line 139 and then 141 and 42. What we are doing here in line number 139, I am assigning a name. I am assigning value to the variable name. Then using switch, I am checking the condition. Okay. Switch name John. If it is John, print trainer. If it is Don, print student. This is switch. Quickly do this. Uh, Purba, there is no gap between if else. It's in continuity. Once you remove the gap, it will work. Okay, once you're done till 142, once you're done with switch, let me know. We'll move towards nested if. Yeah, yeah, switch is like if else only. Okay. Once you're done till 142, can I get some more confirmations on 142? Okay, great. So let's continue now. Nested if else means there will be multiple conditions we can test with if else and right if else, right? So you can test multiple conditions using if else if else, right? So very similar, we are just extending with it with multiple conditions. So first assign a value -1 to x and then check and accordingly print the result from line number 150 to 155. Please do it quickly. Okay, 153, 155, sorry. I'm waiting for some more confirmations on 155. Okay, great. Now, after you've done this, there is a while loop, right? And for while loop, we are going to uh, create a vector and name it as loop1. Create this vector which is in line number 162. Yeah, it's condition. We are testing with while loop, we test the condition until it is true. Until it becomes true, we keep on testing the condition. Okay? So give a value loop1 to vector 10, then you apply for val in loop 1 plus 1 print val. What will happen here? It's going to print the values of val. Yes, correct, Shruti. So all of you should get the same result like this. Clear? Now the next is very interesting. We create a while loop and then we check uh, if I, the value that I have created, if I is less than 6, print I, else don't print I. So create, assign a value to I and then create a while loop wherein you say if I is less than 6, print I, and if not, once you're done till line number 174. Okay, here there is an interesting thing. See, when you start with I, it gives you, and you assign a value 1, right? There you check the condition and print I. Now, to increase the value to next value, you will write I is equal to I plus 1. Okay? Is this clear? Can we start? Functions in base are append. Append is going to add more values to the vector. Try this. Append. I mean, these are very simple functions. Some of these functions you would have already done, but yeah, quickly do it and we'll move very fast with this. Append. Create a vector A, then add some values to A using append function. It's going to add more values to A and let's name it as B and then print B to check. Okay. Yes, correct, Gaurav. Similar to this, there is an identical function which checks whether the values are identical and gives you the answer in true or false. Very quick and very easy. Then to clean the global environment, you just write this. Don't run this function, otherwise it will clean your global environment. So just write it. It might come handy. Otherwise, there is a broom icon on global environment. If you want to clear the values in the global environment, this is the broom icon. Okay. Otherwise, you can just keep this rm list equal to ls. If you run this, if I run this, it's going to clean my global environment. Okay. RM, remove function. We have already done this. So I'm just pushing it off from here. I'm just pushing it. Next, length. We have already done length. We have done range. Rep, repetition. I want you to try line number 46, 48 and 50. Once you're done till 50, type 50 in the chat window. Object S not found. Check. Idris, check it if it is capital S or small s. Check the S should be consistent. Okay. Okay, great. Some more confirmations on 50. Correct, Idris, you are right. Okay, ref function reverses. Ref function will reverse. So pretty simple. It is going to reverse the order. Sequence we have already done, so I'm not going to do it again. Unique. It's going to give you the unique value. I want you to create function x holding the vector line number 63 and 64. Then unique. Then try 2 lower and 2 upper. Once you're done till 70, let me know. Once you're done till line number 70, let me know. Okay, great. I'll wait for some more confirmations. Okay, great. Try the function summary on A and see what output you get. We have done structure, and I remember I told you structure and summary are the functions you are going to apply a lot. You are going to use a lot. Structure and summary. Completely, yes. They give you summary statistics. That is why it's called summary. So it gives you minimum first quartile, median, mean, third quartile, and maximum. Okay. Mean, we have already done this. Mean function will give you average. After you have calculated mean for A, create a variable P in line number 80 and then check mean using na.rm equal to true. Is it done? Line number 82. Once you are done, please type 82 in the chat window. Okay. Then median, variance, standard deviation, quartile, all these are functions that give you summary statistic. Quickly try these. Try these on A, dataset A. Quickly do till 100. Once you're done till 100, type 100 in the chat window. We'll wait for some more confirmations on 100. Okay, great. Now, there is this function called grep, which is the last function in this module we are learning. It qualifies, oh sorry, grep quantifies specific how many repetitions of the pattern. So specifically it is quantifying how many repetitions of the pattern are there. Primarily used on character, used in so used now grep is used in text mining majorly, right? So let's see how we use grep function. First create, okay, let me share this line number 117, 118. Copy and paste this. Name it as string. Already it's strings, right? So name it as, keep the name as it is, strings. Now, how do you use grep function? Can I start with grep function? Okay, great. So, grep, I mentioned the pattern. Notice this star means wildcard, right? It acts as a wildcard. String and then value equal to true, right? So, what it is going to do is within strings, it's going to pick up all the names or elements with this pattern. A, C, star, B. Here A and B are mandatory and B should be followed by A. So once you're done till line 1 to 3, 1 to 2, let me know. So A and B are mandatory and B should follow A. Now B should be following A and B are mandatory to um, use this grep. Okay. Once A and B are mandatory and B should be followed by A, right? So basically what it is saying, B should be followed by A. In between there is C, right? So we'll see what functionality does um C take, right? Now when I say C with a star, right? It means it can take any value, right? So C, whether it is single C or uh, any other uh, element where C is there, but A, but B should be preceding C. Okay, so here A and B are mandatory, and B should be followed by A. C should be at least 0 times. Okay, so let's see. When I write this graph, what will happen? It's going to pick up. Okay, Pongodi, what I'm saying is Yeah. I'll explain. I'll explain. Wait. We have created this variable string. All of you are clear? Creating string variable. It has some elements. It has some values like A, AB, ACB, ACCB, and so on. Right? Now, when I use grep function, first I mention the pattern, right? So the pattern is A, C star B. Okay. Now here, so with grep I mention A, C star B, and I mention um, strings and then values equal to true. Okay. So you will mention this strings and values equal to true. Then A and B become mandatory. Is this okay? Now is it okay? Now C here, C star means C can take up any value, but it should not be less than. So all the values, when I run line number 122, what will happen? All the values where C is at least 0 times going to the highest. All the values where C is uh, at least 0 times or more are picked up. Okay? Is this okay now? Okay. So let's take a look at the output. A, C star, B. Now, as I said, A and B are mandatory, right? And B should follow A. This means B should follow A. Is this clear now? Purba, Idrissa. So, if you look at the output, this is what output I get it. AB, ACB. I want you to try this. So, all of you get this. AB, ACB. Because why do you get AB? Because here C is 0. Okay. So C, the result is of C is 0 here. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. All of you are able to understand the result. B should be followed. Yes, B should follow A, irrespective of C, value of C. C can take values from 0 to any other value. I mentioned it, na? C should be at least 0 times. Vishal, is that okay? Okay. So now try this, wherein instead of star, now you are mentioning plus. So plus means at least one time. 0 will be removed. C0 will wherever there is no C, it will not come in this list, in this output. Grep A, C plus B. A and B are mandatory as they were earlier. Rest everything remains same. Strings, value equal to true. Is this okay? Okay. Similarly, try line number 131. with a question mark. Question mark means at most. Okay. So once you're done till 131, let me know. And then try 134 as well. That is also same as 131, just that I'm putting value equal to false. Try 137 as well. Here you are specifically identifying the C repetitions. So only C, those elements are going to be printed which have value between the defined numbers. So only 3, right? So you can see, sorry, 2, 3 and 4. Is this clear? Till 137 if you have done, then we will move on to importing dataset, which is very, very important, right? So let's go to the new module, new section, reading data from external data sources. Very, very, very important. This is something you will be doing every time when you do data analytics. Every time means by default. Every time. Okay. So I want all of your attention on this. Whether you were doing previous, that was not very important. I told you. Whatever you were doing, just give 100% to this module. I can assure you your speed on working with R will definitely increase if you just get a good grip on this module. Okay, so let's start. There are many ways you can import data in R. Okay, one is external data sources that I mentioned, right? Then you can also use an icon called you can also use this icon, this import icon. Can you see this import icon, all of you? Just above the global environment. All of you can see this. This can also be used to import dataset. But before we start importing dataset, where do we import dataset from? Right? You have to mention or set a directory from where R will automatically, not automatically, but you will go into the you'll create a directory and R will pick up data only from that directory unless and until taken to some other directory. By default, it will open in the same directory. Okay. So the commands are, I want you to write it with me. Okay. First, get working directory, get WD. Most of you will be getting the same output. Get WD. Most of you will be getting a similar output also, right? Is it okay? Get WD. Okay. Done? Yes. You will also get a similar. Yes, Ranjit, you're right. Now, see, get WD means it will give you the position name of the working directory, right? But with the other command set WD, you can customize the folder from which R should pick the data. Okay. So how do you write this set working directory? Very important. Just take a look on the screen and then you do it. First, take a look on the screen. Okay. Suppose this is the folder I'm going to use. Can you see this data set 3.1? Let me also share this with all of you because I would want all of you to session voting 3. Let me put it as 3 voting data sets. I want all of you to pick up. So it's done and post. Okay, now you can see it. Here is the link. Please download these, right? Download these files. Okay, let's move. Please download these, right? In the meantime, let me help you with setting the working directory, right? So this is the directory from where I'm going to pick some data. Okay, there are a lot of data sets. I'm going to pick up the data from this. So what you're going to do is copy this in Windows, right? For Mac, I think you'll have to go to properties and then copy. You'll get a link there. Okay. So copy this link, Control C, and when you write set WD, uh, write set WD, and then within quotes, copy the entire link that you have created, that you have taken, right? But last step that you have to do is remove the, reverse the backslashes. See, you have to use all the backslashes, just reverse the, is this clear what you have to do? Do a backslash, replace the front slash with backslash. I'll repeat, Shruti, I'll repeat. Just give me a minute. Those who are doing it, let them do. I'll repeat. Okay, let me explain this again. Path, how do you select the path? Shruti, copy it from this. Shruti, can you see this? Copy it from the Explorer window. Is this clear? Copy Control C and paste it here. Wherever you are writing set WD, push double quotes and within that paste. Okay, once you have done this, reverse all the backslashes. Reverse all the forward slashes and then run it. You will be able to run it. So right from start, not a particular life. Is that correct? Not a, no, 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 no. Sorry, I am copying the path only, not the folder. Okay, no file is copied, only the path is copied and pasted within the double quotes. Okay, Ranjit, is that clear? Got it? After you do it, again check get working directory and you'll see the working directory has been changed, right? All of you got it? Okay, great. Now once you have set the working directory, right? Once you have set the new working directory, I can now let's see. Now working directory means R will automatically go into this folder to pick up any folder. Are you getting this? It will automatically use the path to go into this folder and pick up the file that you mention. Is this clear? Okay. So now see how we read the files from external sources. Reading the file from external sources, we use read.csv to read the CSV files. Read.csv, I mention the file name that I want to pick up along with header and once you have written the file name, put the file name in double quotes. So the syntax will, the argument within read.csv will be file equal to file name with an extension. Cars underscore retail underscore price dot CSV within double quotes, comma, header equal to true means R, you are instructing R that take the first row as the headers of the variables. Are you getting this? Header equal to true. Take the first row as headers. Okay. Then, since it is a CSV file, comma separated file, we mention sep equal to comma. Is that clear? How do you Now once you run this, assign it to table 1 the way I have done it, and you'll see when you run this entire command, you will find table 1 being saved inside the global environment. Okay. Idris says you don't have cars retail. It should be there. It's not there. Wait. It's there now. Okay, it was not there in this. Cars retail. It's there. Cars underscore retail underscore price. It's there. I shared this folder now. I uploaded some other folder. Reading external sources. Okay, wait. I think. Uh, okay, fine. I'll share this. Wait. Data set. I'll share. I think I have shared the data set. Let me share it. Okay, there you go. Okay, it's there. So now try this now. Make sure to extract the files out of the zip folder. If your files are in the zip folder, this command will not work. Okay? So make sure you are putting the files out of the zip folder, right? And accordingly set the working directory. Make sure you set the working directory according to the folder from which you want to pick the file. I'll give you 3 minutes, or I mean, or 5 minutes, depending on. Am I not audible? Am I not audible? Once you import this file, we'll go for a break. Quickly do it. Import this file, we'll go for a break. Take your time. I'll give you. Okay, let's do this. We'll go for a break. Then once, because otherwise I don't want to hurry this up, right? I want to give you time because we are importing the first file. So let's go for a break, right? And then when we come back, we'll continue with this. Okay? That that helps. Is that better for all of you? Perfect. I understand that. Yeah. So because it will require you to, and usually when you're importing the first file, it's going to be a little bit slow. So I'm opening the poll. Please do participate in the poll. Let us know how did we do in terms of pace and delivery, and I will see you in 17 minutes from now. Okay? We'll take a 17 minutes break, and when we come back, we will continue with importing more files. Okay? So I'm putting up a timer for 17 minutes. Timer has already started. I'll share the screen. Please do come back as per the timer, okay? And then we'll continue and learning how to import more files, okay? Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome back. Uh, Please give me a confirmation if I'm audible, and thank you so much for participating in the poll. Please give me a confirmation if I'm audible. Okay, great. So we'll continue. I'll give you time. Take your time. Set the working directory, right? Check the working directory. The codes are there on the screen. I want you to write these. Set the working directory where you have to pick this file, where you have kept this file, right? And then use read.csv. Within read.csv, you mention the file using the argument file equal to file name with an extension. Header equal to true and separator as comma separated file. After you do this, run this file. Oh, sorry, run this command. Do it. Take your time. 3 minutes is okay because you're writing it for the first time. This code, I'm even okay if you take 2 to 3 minutes. Once you're done, type 18 in the chat window. Line number 18. Okay, that's great. We'll wait for more confirmations. Those who are mentioning 18, did you check that you have been able to import the file? Did you check the name in the global environment? Shakti? Okay, great. Am I audible? So let me ask you some questions. All of you have done structure summary and view, right? Let me ask you a question. What is the dimension of the data set? What is the dimension of the data set? Quickly. 804 by 12. Very good. Data frame. Yeah. What is the data type of cylinder? Integer. Very good. Okay. Are there, okay. What is the median price? Good. What is the maximum mileage? Very good. So you can see how helpful and how powerful these commands are. Very small structure, summary, and view. Right? Now let's get on to another way of importing files, and probably much better than this one. See, in this case, what we have to do was we have to clearly and correctly mention the file name, isn't it? But that's very cumbersome. You will have to remember the file name, or then maybe you'll have to copy the file name and then mention it, right? Line number 27 has a solution for it. Rest everything remains same, but I mention file dot choose. Now, what will happen if I mention file dot choose? See, look at the screen first. When I run this, can you see this? Can you see this on my screen? Explorer window opens in the working directory. I can pick up any file from there, or I can even navigate away from the working directory and pick up any file that I want. Okay, so I wanted cars retail price, open, and I have table 2. You can see table 2 in the global environment. Quickly do it. Import this using file.choose. Import the same file using file.choose. Name it as table2. Do it quickly and type 28 in the chat window once you're done. 28 is the line number. Okay, great. Vishal, have you checked it in the global environment also? Good. We'll wait for others. Done? Okay. Once you're done till 28, head. Another command, new command for all of you. Head table 2. It's going to give you the first 6 rows. Can you see? Head table 2 is going to give you the first 6 rows. If I want now, we can club multiple commands like view. I want to view this in a spreadsheet format. So I'll write view head table 2, and there you go. Is this clear? Just now, head will give you, let me explain this, head and tail, then you write, okay? Head, by default, it will print only 6 lines. If I want more than 6 lines to be seen, line number 35, I will mention the number of lines with a comma as a second argument within head. So head table 2, comma 10. This is going to print 10 lines. Similarly, tail, exactly same. Instead of head, just replace it with tail, and tail is going to give you the last 6 or 10 lines. So quickly do it till line number 39. 31 till 39, quickly. Once you're done till 39, type 39 in the chat window. Yes, Kamalpreet ji, आपको you'll get all the files as well as videos, right? So, of course, over the weekend, I would really expect all of you to spend time, more time, at least 10 hours. If you can spend at least 10 hours on what we have done, then only you will do justice to this subject. Okay? And I can assure you, it will make you far more comfortable, and I mean, you'll have a good, great grip on data science. Okay? 39 is done. 42, I said. Oh, sorry, 39. Ranjit, now you don't need, why do you need to set the working directory? When you have this file.choose command, it makes setting working directly redundant. Use this command and pick up the file. That's it. Is that okay, Ranjit? I hope you're getting what I'm saying. What file did you pick for table 2? It's the same file. Same cars. It is same file, okay? See, table 1, table 2 in the global environment are same. Ranjit, I hope you got my point. You don't need to set working directory. That was just okay. You did not get my point. Then I need to. You should be telling me, na, sir. I did not get your point. I am asking you. Did you get my point? Anyways, I'll explain. File.choose help you choose the file from the location. Look at the screen. When I run this 2728 file.choose, it opens the Explorer. Do you really need to be in this folder? Even if you are here outside the folder, I can navigate now. I can navigate anywhere and just pick the file. You don't need to set working directory and get working directory. Now did you get it, Ranjit? Okay, great. Let's proceed. Checking the class, pretty easy. We first executed it. We did, Ranjit, we did that because first I taught you how to pick the file when you know the name, right? But I told you that this is an inefficient way. Every time you don't remember the name of the file. Either you will have to go to the folder and pick the name and paste it here, right? Getting it? I'm not saying that you will never use get working directory. Oh, sorry, you will never use set working directory. I will explain that towards the end, but for now you don't need it. Okay? Can I proceed? Perfect. Let's proceed. So we have done head, tails. Now, this is just an explanation, right? Now, separator equal to this. This is when you have a tab delimiter. That is in the text files. Okay, notepad. If you have data in notepad, you use this tab of delimiter. Yeah. Okay. So let's do it. Let's pick up. I want you to do it. All of you to do it, please. Let's pick up tomato file. This is just a repetition, not required. There is a file called tomato. Pick that file and name it as tomato and run structure, summary, view, head, tail, whatever we are done. Do till 66. Once you're done till 66, type 66 in the chat window. Use file.choose only. Don't name the file. Okay, that's great. Some of you have done. Very good. I'll wait for other confirmations. Is it done? Okay. I have shared a link wherein you can read more about importing files. Okay, then some tips for importing files in R. Keep your file as simple as possible, means remove all the colors and formatting. If your file is having any colors and formatting, remove them before you import the sheet. Okay. Make sure you have only one header rows with short and simple column names. Avoid any special characters or will turn them into full stops. So avoid any special characters being written in the file which holds the data. Remove empty columns above the data and to the left of the data. Is this okay? Correct. Yes, Gaurav, you're right. Export the export the sheet in the plain text comma separated or tab separated files. These are the most used file formats. Best is to use these. Use either read.csv, read.table, or import button. We'll see import button now, right? Importing the file with the import dataset button. Can you see the import dataset button or the icon? Yes. Now we are going to import tomato file using this import dataset. Click on this tomato file. I think it's, let me just check. Tomato is comma separated files. Okay. So click on this import dataset and text base. It will, now you can see tomato. Click on tomato, open. Is this okay? Once you have imported this, click on import. You will see tomato has been moved to move as a spreadsheet. It looks like a spreadsheet. Okay. So all of you could do it. Tomato, did you import tomato? Type T if you have imported tomato. Type T in the chat window using import dataset. Using import dataset. Okay, great. So I can proceed, right? Now, okay. Now I can also pick up Excel file, but for that I have to install this package read Excel. So I want all of you to install this package read Excel. Install this package, install.packages read Excel, and then I'll explain. Once you have installed it, I will explain. You will see a script running in the console. Once you are once you are done, let me know. Okay, those who have done, those who have installed the package read Excel, type R in the chat window. R, small r, capital R will do. Okay, great. So now see, whenever you import or install a data set, or sorry, install a package, right? It is not immediately fit to be used. You have to call the package or activate the package using the command. You will have to First thing is when you have installed the package, go into the package tab. In the search bar, look for this package, whether it's there or not. Just check. Read Excel is there, right? Other way is, one way is you can write a code and get the package installed. The second way is click on this install icon and I can just mention the package I want to install, read Excel, and it will install the package for me. Is this clear? Okay, once you have installed the package, see, it sits in your system. The package sits in your system, but it is not ready to be used. To make the package active and ready to use, you run library read Excel. Quickly run it. Library read Excel helps you initiate the use of the package, or it makes it active. Okay, quickly do it. Am I audible? Okay. What I was saying, I think there was some issue with my mic, right? What I am saying is read underscore Excel is a package or is a command from read Excel package, right? So look at this now. Read underscore Excel as I write. Can you see this read Excel in gray? All of you can see this. It is the name of the package from which this read Excel command is coming from. It's coming from this package. And then you have details about it, how to write it and all. But did you get this something in gray? Did you get this point? What is in gray? Okay. So now I want you to use read underscore Excel file choose and pick up sales quantity, sales underscore quantity. Pick up sales underscore quantity and name it as SQ. Line number 102, do it line number 102. Only import sales underscore quantity file. Line only write line number 102. Don't write line number 104. I will explain 104 as well shortly. First write line number 102 and confirm by writing 102 if you are able to successfully import this sales underscore QT quantity. Make sure to check it in the global environment. Okay, those who are done till 102. Now, let's look at 104. Before that, let me open this. See, by default, when nothing is given, let me open this. Can you see there are two sheets? Can you see there are two sheets? By default, R will pick up data from the first sheet. But in case you want to pick up the data from the second sheet, I will mention the sheet name, line number 104. Mention the sheet name as an additional argument and name it as, I mean, whatever name you want to put, I made put it SQ1, whatever name you want to put a name to it. Once you're done, type 104 in the chat window. Okay, then 106 is familiar, viewing the data. 108, wherein you can mention the name of the data. If you want, you can try, otherwise you can leave it, right? Then, this is again mentioning the sheet. I don't need it, we have already done this. View and all we have already done. So, now reading from a uh, text file, yeah. Reading from a text file. Text file is notepad. For notepad, rest everything remains same. Just that separator, you have to put this. Try this and import this file. You may use file.choose. You are free to use file.choose. With read.table, you can use file.choose. Quickly do it. Those who have done till 120, you can try 126 with a pipe. I think refresh, you'll have to close it only. Close it and open it. I don't see there is a refresh button. I don't know. take help maybe. Have you done pipe tab delimiter? Type 127 once you're done till tab delimiter. Is it done? 120 is done. 120 is done. Can I proceed? Okay. Now, when you're not sure of any delimiter, right? When you're not sure of any delimiter, you can use read dot delimit instead of CSV or table. Straight away use read dot delimit. This will help you choose the file irrespective of the delimiter. Okay? Is it okay? Okay. Now, these are just some assignments. You may want to look at it later. Export the file. Again, exporting is not much required, but there is this package called Write Excel that helps you export the package. Oh, sorry, export the file. We'll see it first. Install this package and make it active. Install the package and make it active quickly. Once you have installed, type 163 in the chat window. 163 is the line for activating the package. Okay, 163 will wait for others. Okay, great. Now, once you have installed this package, activated it, there is this data set called Iris, right? So let's call this data set, just this is a base R data set, okay? So just write Iris and you'll see a data set comes in the, a table rather, a data table comes in the console, right? So if you want to view it, you can use view Iris. Iris is a data set for three types of, it is measuring the sepal length and petal length of three different types of iris flowers. Okay, and it's a very famous data set, specially meant for learning R. Okay, so it's always there. We will be running some models also on this data set later. Okay, so I am naming it as I1, or you don't, even if you don't want to name it, that's also okay. Use command write Excel, which is in line number 196. Oh, sorry, 169. Write XLSX and then mention the file name and the extension with which you want to import this file. Once you do this, wherever is your working directory, right? Wherever is your working directory, you will see this file name Irish1 that you have named it, right? It will be saved here. Can you see this Irish1? See, time, today's date, and this is how Irish data looks like. 150 transactions, 3 flowers, Virginica, versicolor, and setosa. And it measures the sepal length, sepal width, and petal width. Is this clear? How do you export the file? Is this clear? Exporting the file is clear to all of you? Okay, so that's pretty much for learning how do we import data sets from external sources. Now we are going to move into a very interesting territory, that is data analysis or data munging. Okay. Can I start with data munging? Type D if you want me to start, or if you are doing it, type ND, and if you want me to wait, you can just put ND. Okay, it's all D. Okay. So let's start with data munging. Data munging is also called data analysis, and sometimes, in fact, most of the time it is also called EDA as well. EDA is exploratory data analysis. It's a technique of transforming data from unusable or erroneous format to useful format. The procedure of cleansing the data manually is known as data munging. Okay, so but what we are going to do is we are going to do data munging using some very powerful functions like aggregate, table, and very powerful packages like dplyr. Okay, so we are going to start with data munging, and before I start with data munging, let me ask you, if you have a data, let's say you have a data which is about sales transactions in India of a e-commerce company. Okay, just think of it. Sales transaction, of course, including profit and everything, every detail. for dplyr. And okay, my question was, if suppose I give you, I ask you that you have a data set which is of e-commerce company selling across India, right? What are the basic information you would ask or you would want to know to understand the data? I want answers in the chat window. Basic informations that will help you understand the data well. Can I get the response on this, or do you want me to repeat the question? Do you want me to repeat the question? Okay, my question is, you are about to analyze a e-commerce player's data, right, which is selling across all the states of India, right? So what are some of the basic questions or basic information you would want to know before you start analyzing the data? Yes, Idris. Okay, some of you started mentioning region-wise sales. Okay, sales products, state name, fine, category. Okay, okay, okay. Discount, revenue, fine, 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 fine. Okay. Won't you ask first? Won't you want to know how many records are there? How many variables are available, and formats and data dictionary? Anyone knows what is data dictionary? Anyone knows what is data dictionary? No one knows? Okay, some of you know. Can you tell me what is data dictionary? Metadata. Yes, metadata. Rather, data dictionary is, you can say it's a kind of a, okay, let me show you a data dictionary. That will be, empty cars is a data set. Again, it's a base R data set, right? Empty cars, right? This description of the variables, right? MPG, it has a variable called MPG, which is miles per gallon. CYL, number of cylinders. And these are very brief descriptions. They can be even longer descriptions. So purpose of data dictionary is to understand the variables. So help you understand the variables. Okay. It will give you a description of the variables. Is that clear? What is data dictionary? It will help you understand the variables. Okay. So how many records are there? How many variables are available? Formats and data dictionary, data types, target variables, invalid missing values. Are there any outliers in the variables? Distinct distribution of each variable. How is the distribution of each variable looking like? Visualizing the data or the variables which can be presented on chart, summary statistics, and structure of the data, right? So these are some of the things you would want to know before you start putting the data into some models or before you start creating some visualizations from the data, isn't it? Yes, everyone agrees. All these information you would need. Structure, summary are again very helpful functions, and I would include them in data munging only, data munging or EDA, because they really help. They are very powerful and helpful functions, right? Which helps you in getting a glimpse of the data, right? So Let's install this package ggplot. ggplot is a package. We are going to do this package next week, wherein we'll see how powerful visualizations ggplot can create. Okay, so install this package and activate it by using the command library. Why are we activating it? Because I want with every package that you install, some data sets also related to that package gets installed. Okay, and one such data set uh, that comes with ggplot package is diamond dataset, and we are going to use diamond dataset. That is why we have installed and activated ggplot2. Is this clear? Why are we installing and activating ggplot2? Once you're done installing and activating ggplot2, type 27 in the chat window. Type 27 in the chat window. Okay, great. Now, data, line number 31, data. This will help you give a list of all the data sets that are available within base R. Okay, this will give you all the data sets that are present in base R. We just use Iris. Scroll down. Can you see Iris here? Okay, so data command, data with brackets, it is going to give you the names of all the data sets. Okay, then packages, this data packages equal to dot packages means all packages. Dot packages means all packages. All available equal to true. This command will give you all the packages, all the data sets available in different packages which you have installed. So if you run this, you'll see a very long list comes up because I have a lot of packages downloaded. But so it is going to give you, see, data set. If you have ggplot, you'll see ggplot packages also do come. Okay. Okay, is it done? Now, let's call the data diamonds. Okay, I'll have to activate the library. Before that, make sure you activate the library. So I want you to get the diamond data set using data within quotes mentioned diamonds. That is the name of the data set. Then view diamonds. Once you view it, you can see diamonds in a spreadsheet format. After that, run structure summary head tail till line number 47. View. I'll just be back in a minute. Till run till line number 47, right? I'm just coming in a minute. Once you're done till line number 47, type 47 in the chat window. And now let me ask you some questions around diamond data set. Okay, first do it till 47. Please type 47 in the chat window once you're done till 47. Only do till 47. Don't do 50, line number 50. Only do till 47. Okay, great. So let me ask you some questions. What is the dimensions of, what are the dimensions of diamond data set? When I say dimension, I mean rows and columns. Yes, 53,940 rows across 10 columns. How many factor variables are there? Can you name the factor variables? Cut, color, clarity. Very good. Right? Cut, color, clarity are factor variables. Very good. Right? So now all of you know how to read structure, summary, right? Now I'm going to introduce you, okay, before I introduce you to that powerful package called aggregate, let's calculate the mean price of diamond, line number 50. Calculate mean price of diamond and tell me what it comes out to be. I could see this same price even in the summary, right? Yes, 3932 or 3933, same thing, right? Okay, now tell me, there are different categories of diamond, right? Different cuts are there, different carats are there, different color, different clarity is there for diamonds. Okay, do you think this single price that you have calculated, it represents all the color, all the cut and clarity? Did you get my question? I'm repeating my question, please. I'm saying, do you think the mean price that you have calculated, it's a good representative value for each cut or each color or each clarity of diamond? Do you think it's a good representation or good representative number or price? No, right? Can you tell me why? Because there are different categories, different qualities. These cut, color, clarity define the qualities of the diamond, right? So there are different qualities of diamond in our data set, and some of them would be cheap, some of them would be expensive. What we have done is we have just calculated the mean of all the diamonds, right? Which is not a good representation for each category. Are you getting this? Are you getting it? This point, right? So now here in such a situation, we are going to use a function called aggregate. It's a very powerful function and a very, very important function. It can really rescue you. It can save you from uh, maybe in a situation where you are stuck and you don't know what to do, right? So understand it very well. Aggregate is a function that uh, can help you aggregate the data, right, based on the condition and then apply the function that you want to. Okay, so let's take a look at line number 64. I use aggregate. I want the price of the data to be clubbed by cut. So price as a for different cuts, right? Aggregate price for different cuts, mention the data and what you want to calculate for each cut. I want mean, right? Is that clear how you write aggregate? Aggregate price. First you aggregate the price with respect to cut, right? So different cuts are there. One, two, three, four, five cuts are there, right? So for each cut, it's going to calculate the mean price. That is what it means. Are you getting this? Each cut is going to calculate the mean price, right? So let's run this and see. Is it okay? All of you are getting the same price? Now, do you think this price is far better than a single price that you calculated earlier? And it is a good representation of each cut type? Yes? Our data set does not have any NA values. If suppose there were some NA values, if uh, you do not, our data set do not have any NAs, right? But if suppose you come across a data set wherein you have NAs, what you will do? Along with mean, I will add NA dot RM equal to true. Rest everything remains same. Okay? Please add this argument and run. Is it done? NA dot RM. Just add the argument NA dot RM equal to true. In that case, mean will be calculated for the rows where values or where price value is there. Okay, is this clear? Now, very interesting. You can aggregate the price with respect to multiple groups or multiple variables as well, like aggregate price cut plus color. I mentioned the data set diamond and means. Did you do it? Line number 74. Once you're done with line number 74, type 74 in the chat window. Okay. So after you do, I am in line number 76. I'm just viewing the output in spreadsheet format. Okay. See, can you see? It is calculating the price for each cut and color combination. How powerful it is. Are you getting this? Even in Excel, you will have to, it will not be as easy as just a single step. You will have to do a couple of tweaks before you and pivots before you get this, isn't it? See how many 35 average price points it has calculated for each cut color combination. Can we proceed? Okay, I can also calculate, I can also use, instead of price, sorry, on the left side, instead of price, I can also add price and caret with respect to cut. So in this case, price and caret with respect to cut. So if I run this, notice how it is coming. Price, average price and average caret. Is this clear? All of you are getting a similar output? I can calculate mean, standard deviation, price standard deviation also. Standard deviation, you will just mention SD. Now, price and caret with respect to cut and color. See, are you getting an idea what aggregate function is now and how powerful it is? Now you can try different combinations. These are all different combinations that I've tried, right? Okay. It can also calculate the maximum and minimum value. So you can try this max min, rest everything median, mean, Try max, min, median. Okay, you can try all these and then we'll start with table function in the next session. Once you're done till 107, let me know and we'll proceed with table function in the next class. Just keep repeating, replacing mean with median, standard deviation and others. Is it done? 107. Others, can I get some more response? Okay, great. So after this, we have table function, which we'll start in the next session. Okay, hopefully this session was useful to all of you. We have covered a lot of ground today. Good. I think it's because of all of your pickup and speed with which you are picking up. You were really able to cover good, decent amount of content today. Okay, keep this speed very important, right? So keep it, maintain it, practice R as you have to over the weekend, right? At least 6 to 10 hours, depending on how comfortable you are. Please do spend time on R, right? Perfect then, right? We'll disperse today and perfect then. Okay. Good night. I'll see you on Monday. Take care. How did you find today's session, by the way? How was the session? Was it, did you learn, right? So keep practicing, right? It's very important, right? Okay then. Great. Thank you so much. Take care.